Okay, today I'm going to show you a couple of survival tips on how to make a quick fire when you're out on a weekend camp out with a couple of friends and you forgot pretty much your flint and steel, or you want to make a quick fire without really kind of fool around. And when you're out in your wilderness camp out and you want to make a fire and you got your mind somewhere else, you're setting up your tent, you're setting up your campsite. A lot of times, you're in a rush, and you didn't get that fire pit going. So what I'm going to show you here, a couple of items here that I have put together here in the household. I didn't even go out. I did go out to the store and got one or two items, but a lot of these items you can get at home, or you can get out of your medicine cabinet, or underneath your bathroom vanity. A couple of items here I also got from the basement. Just to show you a quick way to start a fire. I mean, I'm sure you've started fires before, but these are the items you could most likely have in your backpack. Hand sanitizer. Usually I carry a little smaller bottle. I'm just showing you what I have really quick here that I picked up here in the house. Pretty flammable. It's going to give you a low flame. It's not going to give you that high, quick flame. If you have a lighter and hand sanitizer and you need to get that fire going, this will pretty much will give you a fire. It's going to give you a low flame. You're going to barely see that flame. Squirt it on some twigs or on a tinder bundle when you get a tinder bundle if it's dry out. That's going to give you pretty much a fire with a low flame. It's not going to give you anything hot right away until you get your tinder bundle on there. Another thing I have here in this bag is some steel wool and some lint I got out of the lint trap out of the dryer from my home. Pretty flammable. You can get small bundles. I don't really have a lot of it. I have a few. These are great to get out of the lint trap and put that in your survival kit. That will give you your fire source if you want to start a fire with a lighter, and a flint and steel would light that. Flint and steel will light this pretty quick. As long as you got like I said, your tinder bundle and some twigs and a nice fire pit, that's going to give you a nice fire. Also, I have some bug off, very highly flammable. You could some people carry a bigger bottle like this. It really isn't that heavy. There are smaller bottles. The smaller the items that you pack in your backpack, the lighter it's going to be. But like I said, I'm just showing you this really quick, what you can get out of your home if you don't have the time to run to the store or to run to the camping store or to go to the Dick's Sporting Goods store to get what you need if it's too far away. If you happen to be driving right by it and you want to waste a few minutes to go get anything that you need, like a flint and steel, by all means. But if you don't want to do that and you don't really have the time and you're in a quick rush to get going, bug off is very highly flammable. Like I said, you can either spray it on your lint, use a lighter or a flint and steel. That will give you your heat source or fire source. Also, I have here wood shavings. These are clean wood shavings I got out of a bag from my son's rabbit. This will pretty much give you a fire source if you spray the off. If you want a quick fire and you get a nice quick fire and you got some dry wood, and put that in your fire pit as well. That will give you a quick fire with your flint and steel and some off, or either with a lighter. You could light these up with a lighter, and that's going to give you a nice fire starting going right away. Also, I have a flashlight. Like I said, this one's pretty heavy. I'm just showing you once again, like I said, what I have here in the household. I'm sure you've seen it in other videos where you take the battery out and you have steel wool, and you would be amazed how many people might have steel wool in their backpack if you're out camping for a weekend or a week and you have steel wool to clean your utensils, and steel wool comes in pretty handy. So I'm sure, like I said, you've seen it on certain videos or videos where you take this steel wool and you touch the two ends of this battery, the positive and the negative, and you're going to start seeing a glow. As soon as you start seeing a glow, just back up a little bit. You might get burned, and throw your dry wood shavings on it near your fire pit, and that will also give you a fire source or a campfire, get you going and started. One more thing I'm sure people have done, and you might even have it, you can go to your nearest hardware store if it's open, and if it's early enough, you can get a magnifying glass. And I'm sure a lot of you've done it where you use the magnifying glass to start a fire. I've done it when I was a kid. I haven't done it recently. I did show my son maybe a year ago that you could use this when we went out with the Boy Scouts to light a fire for a campfire. Magnifying glass, as long as the sun is up and bright or just setting and you still have the sun, you could also use a magnifying glass. Another thing you could use, which I don't have here with me, is a water bottle. If you happen to have your backpack with you and you get wet and it's raining out, or you fell in the lake, or your boat tipped over, and if you have a water bottle or you have an empty water bottle, you could fill that water bottle with clear water. Make sure it's clear. It's a clear bottle. And you fill it up, and you can use that as a magnifying glass also, as long as you have some patience. It's going to take a little while to do. I'm trying to see if I have an empty water bottle. I don't have one here. But you're going to need a little bit more patience, and you're going to definitely need a lot of sunlight, because that way you can magnify that beam on your dry stuff. So once again, that's pretty much it on a recap. You got your steel wool, and you got your lint, and you got your easy family care bug off, which is pretty highly flammable. That's going to